covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
Caught on camera, wolf and mountain lion sightings is causing concern for people in Tehama County. We'll show you the video and hear from wildlife officials about any possible danger. Plus, this is a live look as crews fight this massive, quickly growing wildfire now in North Los Angeles County. It's burned through thousands of acres. It broke out early this morning. We'll have the very latest. And new developments, the man suspected of starting the fire that burned down Bidwell Mansion entered a plea today in court. It's been 20 days since authorities arrested Kevin Carlson, the man accused of starting that destructive fire that basically burned down Chico's historic Bidwell Mansion.
Today he entered a not guilty plea. And Action News Now reporter Alejandro Mejia shares what's next for this case.
Another step forward was taken in the Bidwell Mansion arson case. Wednesday morning, suspected arsonist Kevin Carlson pleaded not guilty to a Butte County Superior Court judge. Officers cuffed Carlson back on January 2nd for felony arson charges. Investigators believe Carlson used a Molotov cocktail or gasoline to start the fire, but Butte County District Attorney Mike Ramsey says there's still more work to be done.
The evidence that has been pretty much collected. There's a few areas that we'd like to get into that, quite frankly, are just too dangerous. They're too unstable to put people in and collect some of that evidence. But it's evidence that we believe will be kind of ancillary to the main evidence that's the point of origin of the fire.
Carlson's attorney, Larry Pilgrim, told me he waived time during the arraignment. This allows Carlson's attorney more time to prepare for the case.
We have an investigator working on the police side of the matter, just reviewing the reports and the video. We've also retained an arson expert out of Southern California. And again, his primary job at this point is to just assist me in reviewing the fire investigation part by the state.
Carlson faces up to 11 years in state prison for arson charges. He is being held at the Butte County Jail on no bail. He will return to court on Wednesday, February 5th, where attorneys will review the evidence collected. Carlson's preliminary hearing is set for Tuesday, March 11th at 8:30 a.m. Pilgrim says both sides will pick a trial date in March. He expects the trial to begin as soon as May. Reporting in Orville, Alejandro Mejia, Action News Now.
CAL FIRE made 151 arson arrests statewide in 2024. Nearly a fifth of those arrests were in Butte County.
Some cool temperatures today. Here's a look earlier today at Butte Creek Canyon.
Chief Meteorologist Howie Gordon is tracking conditions for us out there. Howie, okay, let's not even get into the fact that, yes, I know that it's California, and it was actually kind of, I'll even say it was warm out there today for a winter afternoon.
I could not agree with you more. While a good portion, my old viewing area in Victoria, Texas, it's even further south than Houston, about the same as Orlando, Tampa. 40 degrees for a high there today. In other areas, not so lucky, topping out at about 15 or 17 degrees with wind chills getting near zero. And here we are in the middle of the winter, temperatures warming up into the 70s, still quite comfortable in the mid 60s in a good portion of the valley. Then in the higher elevations, already dropping down into the 30s and into the 40s. Okay, so winds, they picked up a little bit, still not too bad, 10, 12 mile per hour winds. They'll be a little stronger than that over the weekend, and we're going to talk all about that coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Howie.
New details. We are getting a look at the first ever man to be arraigned in Modoc County on a fentanyl-related murder charge. Modoc County's district attorney says Dirk Alpole supplied Fawn Goodwin with a lethal dose of fentanyl, leading to Goodwin's death. The district attorney says in addition to the murder charge, Alpole also faces felony child abuse and gun charges, among several others. He did enter a not guilty plea to all the charges and will be back in court February 25th.
Firefighters rushed to put out a fire that ultimately destroyed a travel trailer this morning in Shasta County. An Alert California camera right here, you can see it. It shows the smoke rising from the scene around 9 a.m. We called the resort and management told us that the trailer was destroyed, but fire crews were able to stop the flames from spreading to other trailers. They say nobody was seriously hurt. We also called fire investigators and are still working to learn what started that fire. Happening tonight, an informational meeting regarding the plan for hazardous trees left behind by the park fire. Representatives from Cal OES and PG&E will be there to address concerns and answer questions about Phase 2 programs. Today, I spoke to a park fire survivor from Cohasset about the current situation.
We need somewhat of protection for the environment.
Yeah.
And so our environmental needs in Cohasset and the ecology is being changed, and we need to make sure that we're staying ahead of that. And so we have formed a small group to talk about those issues and come more prepared to the meetings, to where we don't have a lot of residents asking the same questions repetitively. We have, something in place that we can give the county to basically line out what we've all been discussing.
Okay. The meeting is happening now at the Butte County Department of Employment and Social Services building. That's on East Avenue in Chico, and it lasts until 7.
The NorCal Continuum of Care is working to find out just how many homeless people are in our area currently. The organization held a point-in-time count today in Shasta County to find out the answers to those questions, people living not only on the streets but in shelters in a single night. The total number is what the Department of Housing and Urban Development uses to determine how much money to award each county to provide resources for the homeless.
The Good News Rescue Mission, as the only emergency shelter in Shasta County, that we help obviously with the sheltered count for the point-in-time count.
All of our groups have set times that they're going to be here. We're staggering them throughout the day, and we're just kind of waiting for our next wave of people to come in.
I always come down here for classes besides the event, so I just came to check it out and support what we have going on here for the homeless.
The new Life Discovery Project Resource Center provides life development services to those who may be homeless or just going through a hard time. It will take several months until official stats are released, most likely in the summertime. Last year, HUD found more than 770,000 homeless people nationwide on a single night. That was last January, and that was up 18% since 2023. Well, yesterday, crews in Colusa, Glen, and Trinity counties conducted their point-in-time surveys.
And the California Continuum of Care conducted 248 homeless people living in 3 counties in the 2024 count across that area. 58,000, though, that was the total in the area of our state from San Francisco to Oregon, nearly 200 people fewer than the year before. Caught on camera, a wolf in Tehama County. Check this out. This is video that was actually shared with me by Black Bear Pursuit, and it was taken over the last few days. Also caught on that same trail cam was this large mountain lion. You can find more videos like this on the Black Bear Pursuit Instagram page. And again, this was very recent video, and I reached out to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife specifically about that wolf. And what is on their website right now, I'm still waiting to hear back about that wolf sighting, but they do say that if you see an animal that you think is a wolf, report it to the number on your screen, take a picture, and note the exact location, date, and number of animals you see and what they were doing. Find more information about how to report wolf sightings on our website as part of this story.
Happening right now, school board members could decide to end the Chico Country Day School's preschool program. Ultimately, it comes down to funding. The school's preschool program is fee-based, but there hasn't been enough money coming in to keep the program running. The school says it would need either outside funding or to increase the fees for the private program. The resolution up for approval tonight states that the program will continue until the end of the school year in June, at least until then. The meeting started just minutes ago at 6 at the Chico Country Day School off Broadway Street. We'll bring you the outcome tonight at 11. New at 6, it's day 2 of the largest bull and gelding sale in the western United States. Action News Now reporter Jesse Angelo went to the Tehama District Fairgrounds in Red Bluff and shows us what's in store for those attending.
People from all over the western United States have come out here to the 84th annual bull and gelding sale at the Tehama County Fairgrounds, and I'm told It's the largest sale west of the Rocky Mountains, and there's a lot more going on than just the sale itself, with dozens of vendors selling merchandise, equipment, food and drink, and also an art sale going on as well. Plenty of things to come out and do and see. And so it's no wonder that tens of thousands of people come through the gates every year for the annual sale. In Red Bluff, Jesse Angelo, Action News Now.
And Jesse will bring us a full recap of everything that happened during day 2 tonight on Action News Now at 11.
The owners of a Chico barber shop are stepping up to help a grieving family in need. The Wild West Hair Company, owned by Brittany Larson and Tennille Gates, used today for a fundraiser for the late Brian Shaw. We told you when he was killed earlier this month in a motorcycle crash in Sacramento, leaving his wife and 2 children behind.
A really good friend of ours. We'd just like to show some love and support for him and his family. He's a big member of our community and we really cared about him. We just want to be able to give back the way he's given to everybody else.
The fundraiser just wrapped up at 6 p.m. The barbershop hopes it raised about $1,000 or so, and all the proceeds from haircuts and other donations will go directly to Shaw's family. Crews reaching a major milestone in the construction of the Honey Run covered bridge after the Camp Fire. We'll show you how soon it could be complete.
Plus, efforts are being made to prevent substance abuse in our area.
Today we're going to be awarding over 20 schools and organizations with this, but we'd like to get that to 40 or 50.
We'll have more on that event today, raising more than $100,000.